What is good, YouTube? It's J Coffee. And man, shots fired. You see what we're talking about here. Bizarre of D12, formerly a D12, I guess, because does D12 really exist anymore? This is Gillie the Kid and Wallo. And it seems he's calling Gillie out for a battle. So listen, I'm going to pin the link to this song. Go check it out. Big shout out to the homie, my moderator, Murder Man, put me up on game. And you guys let me know in the comments what you think of this track, or let me know if you already heard it. It's called Grimy. You see the title. And it's like, did I miss something? Because from the way, like, the song, the lyrics, it seems like Bizarre, there's not a lot of bars aimed at Gillie and Wallo. He just, in, I think, the last verse says, yo, I got love for Philly, but F Wallo and F Gillie. And then he says something. It almost sounds like Gillie said something about Wallo that I must have missed. I don't know. Like, anyone, fill me in, get in the comments if I did miss something. You guys know I stay up on top of all this news and everything. But I don't know, Bizarre don't really make the headlines like that. Although I did do a blog on him a couple weeks back about, that there still is tension between him and Royce the 5'9" after all these years. But anyways, it seems like as if he was responding to Gillie. Like I said, he said he's got love for Philly, F Wallo, F Gillie. And then he says something like, I'm the worst rapper alive. And it sounds like he's saying, like, Gillie, you're the worst rapper alive. Basically, let's battle. Have smack, set it up. We can do it in Philly. We can do it in the D. Whatever you want to do. Now, maybe, like I said, I felt like I was missing something based on the, what he was saying in the track. But if not, where did this come from? I know a lot of people is probably going to say, well, Jay Coffee Talk, it's called clout chasing, which I've said, before. I don't really like that term because to a degree, you probably heard me say this quite a few times, everyone's clout chasing, especially someone like Bizarre. You know what I mean? This guy grinding, guy got to get himself in the news, got to get them streams up. It is what it is. He's, still working, still putting out music, still putting out content, trying to do him. So when people just throw around that clout chasing term, I don't know. I don't always like that. You know what I mean? But there is a way to go about things. And then there's a way to go about things where it's just kind of bozo-ish and corny-ish, and you're just calling out names or whatever. I get that. I get what you're saying in certain situations. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you think's going on here with Bizarre and Gillie. Now, check this out, right? Bizarre, like I was just talking about, him and Royce still having tensions. If you remember back when they were beefing, when Royce was going in on the whole D12, he said, it sounds like y'all write your rhymes with crayons, right? And I've said this before, and I'm sure a lot of other people have said it before. Bizarre, a lot of people probably will say, well, Jay, he is the worst rapper in the world. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. You know what I mean? He says some off the wall ish. He says some nasty, like, disgusting type ish too. But I will say in this track, like, for Bizarre, it was pretty lyrical. Like, I actually can get with this song. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for Bizarre, I feel like this was pretty good. And I'm not saying that to diss Bizarre, because I know that's just kind of who Bizarre is. He's on that disgusting, twisted, horrorcore type music. And I know, like, Murder Man, who I shouted out in the beginning of this video, someone else who he's a fan of from Detroit, would be kind of, known as, like, horrorcore, or like the ICP and them called it the wicked-ish. You know what I mean? Esham, he even gets on some, like, dark evil type stuff. You know what I mean? But that, like, a lot of people, like, if you've been around for a minute in the, a fan of hip-hop, you remember that horrorcore was a big thing back in the day. You know what I mean? And even around the turn, like when Eminem first came out, 97, 98, on a major scale, horrorcore was still kind of a thing. It was getting a different kind of twist on it, and there was a lot of people who were doing it like on a lyrical type level, kind of like what Eminem was doing on his first You know, Slim Shady LP. But a lot of people don't even know, like, the Locks, when they were the Warlocks, were originally like a horrorcore group. Do you guys remember the Grave Diggers? I believe they were considered kind of like horrorcore. They were the Grave Diggers. They were talking about some off the wall ish. You know what I mean? So that's just, I guess, kind of who Bizarre is. You know what I mean? Like, no one's really like loving Bizarre for his bars. That's just not who he is. You know what I mean? But I feel like Bizarre actually came with some flow on this one. Like, you guys can let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said, I'm gonna pin that link. You guys go check it out. But hey, shout out for Bizarre, still grinding. You know what I mean? I respect it, I guess, yo. But I don't know. Do you guys see Gillie answering this? You know, do you think they could actually have some kind of battle? Well, what are your guys' thoughts on all this? And like I said, did I miss something? Did Gillie and Wallo talk about? They must have. I don't know. It felt like they mentioned Bizarre the way he was saying it, or I don't know. He just really wanted to mention them, I guess. And I guess it could be a little bit of clout chasing. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this whole situation. Like I said, if you did listen to the track, yo, he's got a line on there where he says something. He's talking. He's throwing like old Nick at Night bars in there. He says something. I'm at the Regal Beagle with Mr. Furley. And then he talks about banging Laverne and Shirley or something like that. Like, he's throwing in Three's Company, Laverne and Shirley, Happy Days bars or something like that in there. Like, I was like, oh, okay, Bizarre, I see you with them punchlines. And he said something earlier in the track about a Caprice and a Honda Civic, was it, or something? Something about a car that I thought was a pretty dope punchline as well. But let's talk about this in the comments, guys. Like I said, let me know. You know, tap in on everything I touched on in the video. Go check that joint out. Link pinned if you didn't already. Make sure to sub to the channel if you're new over here. It's J Coffee Talk. We talk hip-hop, but we talk much more as well. We talk other music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. I know everyone's, you know, biting their nails on the edge of their seat for the election right now. We'll talk about that, you know, like tomorrow or something. I don't know. But like I keep saying, guys, I'm ready for this whole thing to be over. You know, I'm sick of seeing people fighting. You know what I mean? Period. And stay tuned. Like I said, hopefully we do that live tonight where we're going to play one of my subscribers' music as well. More content coming always, guys. Daily content. Sub to the channel, and I'm gone. Peace.